Dionne Payn, founder of Women for Homes. Tell me about your vision.
You know, okay, I'll say it in broad strokes. So
Yeah.
my vision is to end homelessness, and I see a world where we're equal,
Hmm.
and in lots of different areas. For me, I believe that it starts with housing. Reason being, when we look at Maslow's hierarchy of needs, and the very base of the pyramid is food and shelter, and that sense of belonging. You can do a lot in a home, and I really believe that's where it starts. Our mission, based on that, is to inspire 1 million women to invest $5,000 to end homelessness by 2030. Sometimes initially when I started talking about this, I did get
That's
quite caught
huge.
up in the numbers, and like, like, well, 1 million women, like, how much money is that? Um, but what I'm getting, and as I speak about this more, what I'm getting is that, yes, okay, there's numbers and there's the leverage, because with $5 billion, that leverage is more money, and then you can build a lot of homes from that, and then it's a case of recycling. But also there's what I believe is the unseen support for this. So there's, something happens, like there's a magic that happens when people are inspired for a cause, and you never know what walks of life people come from, and how they can help and how they can support. And then I'm going to share something. So
Yeah.
when I was having my children, I had a blessing way, which was basically a group of women that came to celebrate me. Kind of like a baby shower, but less based on the material aspects and more based on what's the spiritual support that you need. And I remember in both of those circumstances, and both of the births that I had with my children, just really feeling into all of my female ancestors, and the sort of women that were standing behind me. And I just knew that in both of those situations, I wasn't actually alone. And that's how I feel. That's the power that we're tapping into in terms of Women for Homes. There's this unseen support of ancestors of women that are saying, yeah, like, we can do this. So from many levels, I just feel really supported, and that this movement is going to be really amazing.
That's amazing. And that's amazing that you've tapped into your diverse communities that you have access to, the seen and the unseen. And I love that you mentioned Maslow's hierarchy of needs. I'm a huge fan. I think I have to thank Chip Conley for that, of the book Peak, where he tied Maslow's hierarchy of needs to how he takes care of his team members, his customers, and his investors. It's a brilliant breakdown of how to do that. And again, I'm going to share that on the screen here. You guys can pause this and study this, and it's a masterclass all by itself of how to make sure that you're maximizing your life. I love what Maslow created for us. And in addition to that, I love the tagline you have here of 1 million women investing together to end homelessness, and that you value so much the process of education and empowering women with education. My international politics teacher, one of the few people I actually listened to in my university experience, because of my bad behaviors, not because of my professors. But he said, Jackson, if you want to educate a nation, if you want to change a nation, educate a mom. And that hit me
Mm.
in a way that I was like, oh my gosh, like that makes so much sense. I was raised by my mom and my 5 older sisters, and so like it was a very emotionally moving, important message for me to understand. And so I very much saw and felt the sacred nature of what you're doing with your vision, and I understand how incredibly vast and big of a call something like this is. So I have people that I'd like to connect you with. We have opportunities to dive so much deeper in regards to where this came from, and where you're going with the vision, and what you're looking for in terms of bringing both awareness to those who might benefit from it and finding the leaders who might help you pull it together. And oftentimes those go hand in hand, like you said. It's amazing how you meet somebody and they've got two hands, they've got a brain, they've got a heart, they've got the ability. So they got so many abilities they don't even often realize they have to help us accomplish things like this. So I'd love to have you back on the show for a full episode if you're open to it.
Yes, please.
Okay. Fantastic. Then we'll wrap up today. All of you who are listening in, definitely go check out and see. Let me see that website one more time. It was women4homes.com. Go check out what Dionne is building. And if you'd like to get involved, it's easy to reach out to her on any social media platform that she's on and engage her in a conversation. And we'll see you on the full episode of Vision Pros Live.
Thank you for being here today. I'm really happy that you tuned in to Vision Pros Live. I'm looking forward to seeing your reactions as these episodes continue to move forward. This is going to get more and more fun. We'll have more and more engagement as well. We'll invite people to participate in the show. And thank you for giving us your time and attention. Have an excellent time building out your vision and becoming a vision pro yourself.